Hello and welcome to Aaron's Review. So if you don't know, I'm going to be reviewing films, but I'm specifically right now watching every single film that's nominated for an Oscar in 2025 for the 2024 year. And so today's film is Conclave. Here's how we'll be breaking it down. I'm going to give you a 1 minute summary of the film, and then I'm going to give you a 1 minute review. I'll have an erroneous thought. My name is Aaron, so erroneous thoughts. And then I'll let you know if this film is for me or not for me. So I don't believe in like 4-star, 5-star reviews or even a percentage, whatever. I just want to tell you if it was for me, it's just my opinion, right? That all these reviews are just opinions. So hopefully we share the same opinion. But if the film was for me or not for me. And lastly, since we are dealing with the Oscars, I want to tell you what I would nominate the film for, what I think the nomination should be for this specific film. So let's get started on Aaron's review of Conclave. This is the segment where I have 1 minute to summarize this film for you. It's a 1 minute summary, spoiler free. It's just to let you know what you can expect. I try not to watch trailers because I think they give away way too much and I want to be kind of surprised. It's going to be just off the top of my head. I've done no notes about this. I'm just going to give you my summary. I only have a minute to do it. Sometimes a minute's too long and sometimes a minute's not long enough. So let's find out. So Conclave is about how the Pope has passed away, and now that he's gone, they need to decide on a new Pope. And so then that's what a conclave is. A bunch of priests, I don't know what they're actually, cardinals, I think they're called, throughout the whole world. I'm not Catholic, sorry, but they all get together and they decide and they get to vote. So really, it's about all the politics that kind of go into that and how they vote and kind of the different sides where we want the church to go forward. You know, if it wants to be more progressive or more conservative from the past, or taking for what our future is. So it kind of was very fitting for this year in America as well about voting for our future. So yeah, so it's about all these cardinals, priests, whatever, getting together, deciding who the new pope should be with little intrigue and, you know, suspicions and all that and mystery happening in between all that. Now that was a minute. That was perfect. I don't know if I did it perfectly, but that was enough amount of time to tell you how to summarize this film without giving away too much. A lot of other things happen as well. This segment is called the 1 minute review. So that was just summarizing the film so you knew what it was about. Now I'm going to give you a spoiler-free review of how I felt about the film. And it's again 1 minute. I only have 1 minute to give you my review because I'm a long-winded individual. So this really helps me be succinct. And now I made some notes, things I want to hit, but I don't want to look at notes and talk to you. I want to talk directly to you, like I'm talking to a friend, but I only have a minute to tell you what I thought about it, what I think, if I think you should see it or not see it, or who it's for, all that. Let's do it in 3, in 2, in 1. So this film was so well done. Typically, religious films are not for me. Even when they're commenting or critiquing a religion, I just am not a person that's, especially I don't know much about the Catholic Church. I mean, I do a little bit to, a beginner's, level, but this was so well done. I felt like I was actually in the places they were. The effects were beautiful. The scenery was beautiful. The production, the acting was so well done. Every single person, it just felt so cohesive. It felt so together, and it made me like really nervous about who was going to be Pope and dreading who they were going to pick in a lot of ways and how it all went down and who I was rooting for and then turned against. It really had me on the edge of my seat, but it's not like a suspense thriller edge of your seat. So it was just a thought provoking at the edge of your seat. How does this end? How can this end? So that's my review. Oh, and obviously Ray Fiennes. All the acting was great, but Ray Fiennes, come on now. So that's my review of the film, and now I'm going to tell you just an erroneous thought. So my name is Aaron. Now it's my erroneous thoughts. Just the thing that came into me, the thing I want to talk about. Sometimes it can be about the film directly, or sometimes it can be inspired by the film, or since we're dealing with the Oscar films right now, about the Oscars. And the thing I want to talk about when it comes to Conclave and the Oscars is being subdued. Small films. Like this is obviously a grand film, but the acting itself is very small. There's no like sweeping monologue of crying and this or that really. It's all subdued. It's all what they're not saying a lot of the time. To win Oscars, sometimes people are like over the top or big, and they want to see this majestic, life-changing moment within the character. This should be up there with all of the contenders, and I feel like it's not getting as much hype or as much talk, and that makes me sad because I truly think this is it's one of my top films, and the acting itself specifically is so small, wonderfully done. Stanley Tucci, wow, Ray Fiennes, amazing. Even not even, but like, John Lithgow as well, like in a role that you don't typically get to see him in. All of it is it's literally the things that are happening behind their eyes that are just drawing you in. Like, what are you thinking? What is happening? Like, what is your next step? So I think that also goes to the screenplay, the directing. Mm, just well done across the board. Yeah, I want to like show it to my mom. I want my mom to see it, but she's not getting into it. She's tried. I think I have to sit down and watch with her, and I don't mind sitting down and watching it with her again. So that's my erroneous thought. Award films that are smaller in general, but this is not a small film, it's very big, but that the acting itself is smaller, penetrating almost with the what's happening without being said. And here is the segment. If the film is for me or not for me, if I would recommend it, if I would say this is an Aaron film, this one that's for me, you should see it. I think we know it's for me. This is a for me film. Now, to begin, it wasn't for me, right? Like this was one that I typically would not want to see, and I was like, why are people liking this so much? I wonder what is it. But then, because of my challenge, I was like, I'm going to watch every Oscar film, and happy I did. Very happy I did. It's good. It's a for me film. So maybe it's a lesson in try new things, or don't think you know what you like, right? Don't judge the book by its cover. I don't know what the lesson is, but it's for me. Conclave. All right, so for during Aaron's review, it's the Oscars, right, at this moment. So let's talk about all the Oscars it's film nominated for, Conclave. See if I can remember off the top of my head, but I want to make sure. I know that it's nominated for 8. So let's see if I can remember just off the top of my head. Picture, director, adapted screenplay, actor, supporting actress, costume design, production design, editing. I did it. I got to 8. So that's what they nominated for. Great, awesome. I'm going to tell you what I would nominate Conclave for. Yeah, we're going picture for sure, best picture. Yeah, best director. I think I would put it up there. I don't know. When it comes down to it, we'll see at the end of this what my 5 would be. But best picture, best director, actor for sure, Ray Fiennes. So well done. Now, I would do supporting actor Stanley Tucci. I thought he was so good. And I don't understand the hype for Isabella Rossellini. Love her, she's fine and she has a good moment in it. And it kind of actually is kind of hypocritical of me to say after this whole subdued acting because her role is very small and she does say it in an impactful way. But I couldn't help but think that maybe someone else might maybe feel more. To each their own. Adapted screenplay, production design. I think they pretty much got it right with their nominations. I agree. Besides Isabella Rossellini, not against it, just don't understand it. Don't understand what people are seeing. What am I not seeing, I guess, with that. So that's Aaron's review of Conclave. I suggest you go see it if you're in the mood for a thought-provoking drama. There's not much action in this. It's just thought-provoking and interesting. Not boring. I was at the edge of my seat. There are thought-provoking dramas that I'm like, this is kind of boring. So not necessarily always my cup of tea. Hey, if you like this, comment, like it, subscribe to my channel. We're doing all these films. There's over 30 films. So I've got a lot of work to do. See you soon. Happy awards season.